The four-faced nightmare, the scariest creature in the Bible. 1. The hook, the angel lie. Forget everything you've seen on a Hallmark card. Forget the wings, the halos, and the gentle smiles. If you actually met a high-ranking celestial being from the Bible, you wouldn't feel peace. According to the prophets, you would be paralyzed with absolute primal terror. There is a reason the first thing they always say is, "Do not be afraid," because they look like something out of a Lovecraftian nightmare. Today, we are deconstructing the most disturbing biological description in ancient literature, the four-faced living creature. This isn't a myth, it's a detailed eyewitness account from a man who thought he was losing his mind. 2. The witness, Ezekiel's trip. 593 BC, a priest named Ezekiel is sitting by a river in refugee exile. Suddenly, the sky rips open. He doesn't see a man in a robe, he sees a whirlwind of fire. Inside the fire, 4 living beings, and this is where it gets weird. Ezekiel describes them as having the likeness of a man, but as you look closer, the human anatomy dissolves into something impossible. 3. The anatomy, the 4 faces. Imagine a creature standing before you. It has 4 wings, under those wings, human hands, but look at the heads. To the front, the face of a man. To the right, the face of a lion. To the left, the face of an ox. To the back, the face of a soaring eagle. They don't turn their bodies to move, they just shift, they move like lightning. In ancient Near Eastern culture, these 4 faces represented the kings of creation. The lion, wild animals, the ox, domestic animals, the eagle, birds, and the man, humanity. But to a modern viewer, this is a chimera. It is a biological impossibility that defies the laws of physics. And they weren't alone, they were accompanied by the wheels. 4. The wheels, Ophanim, in the eyes. If the 4 faces weren't enough, beside each creature was a wheel within a wheel. Their rims were high and awesome, and this is the part that haunts artists. The rims were full of eyes all around. This is the Ophanim. They aren't just messengers. They are the throne bearers of the multiverse. When the creatures move, the wheels move. There is no steering, no engine, just a terrifying, conscious, multi-eyed machine of spirit and fire. 5. The psychology, why so scary? Why does the Bible describe God's inner circle as monsters? Because these beings exist outside our 3D reality. Think about it, if a 4D object passed through our 3D world, it would look like a shifting, multi-faced, ever-changing mass of limbs and eyes. Ezekiel wasn't looking at a monster. He was trying to describe higher dimensional physics using the vocabulary of a Bronze Age priest. It's meant to be overwhelming. It's meant to show that the divine isn't safe, it isn't cute, and it definitely isn't human. 6. The conclusion, the glory in the chaos. We've spent centuries cleaning up the Bible to make it more comfortable. We turned the terrifying cherubim into chubby bobbies with harps, but the original text offers something much more profound, a universe that is stranger, darker, and more majestic than we can imagine. So the next time someone shows you a cute angel, remember Ezekiel by the river. Remember the 4 faces, the spinning wheels, and the thousands of eyes. Now I want to hear from you. 1. If you saw a wheel of eyes in your room tonight, would you pray or run? 2. Why do you think we've tried to hide these monster angels from the general public? Let's discuss in the comments, keep it respectful, but let's get weird. Don't forget to like if you prefer the scary angels over the Hallmark ones, and subscribe for our next deep dive into the Nephilim, the giant offspring of the fallen.